What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy, and we got yet another fun video today. We're going to be talking about Brett Gardner and whether or not he should be returning to the Yankees in 2021. I know all the Yankees rumors of late have been all about DJ LeMahieu, so I figured we all take a break for a minute and talk about a guy we haven't heard much about this offseason, and that's Brett Gardner. At the beginning of the offseason, the Yankees unsurprisingly declined Brett Gardner's $10 million option for the 2021 season, making him a free agent. And honestly, since that news, we haven't really heard much about Brett Gardner. I mean, we did hear a couple weeks ago that his agent was waiting for the Yankees to circle back with the 2021 contract offer, but all this silence has made fans wonder whether or not Brett's actually going to return next season, and I guess I'll give a little rundown. Gardner's been with the Yankees organization since 2008, and honestly, the Yankees couldn't have asked for any better from him. He's been one of the most consistent, reliable, and durable hitters in the entire organization. However, I don't know if this is a hot take, and you guys can attack me if you want to, but I think Brett Gardner's time in the Bronx is just about done. Now, don't get me wrong, I respect everything he's done for the Yankees, and I respect his time with the Yankees, but I think there comes a time where it's just, you got to part with these players, and I think the time is now with Brett Gardner. And while it is possible that Brett does re-sign with the Yankees to be a bench bat and for some depth, I think his days of starting are 100% done, and that's because of one man, and his name is Clint Frazier. Honestly, Clint Frazier proved himself in 2020 as the man who should be the Yankees' everyday left fielder moving forward. I mean, he got a shot to play after injuries to Judge and Stanton, and he put up impressive numbers in the shortened season. His weighted runs created plus was a very strong 149, with a weighted on-base average of 388. He only hit 267, which isn't that great, but what was great was his on-base percentage. He had a 394 on-base percentage, and he doubled Brett Gardner's Fangraphs WAR 1.3 to 0.6 while playing 10 fewer games. So I guess it's very clear that Clint Frazier is the superior player to Brett Gardner, but I guess that leaves the question as to where does Brett fit with this team, and I think it's a very valid question. I mean, would he sign back with the Yankees to be a bench bat? Probably, and I think that's where he is in this stage in his career. But if Brett does re-sign to be a bench bat, that hurts the progress of a guy like Mike Tauchman, who honestly I think the Yankees shouldn't give up on just yet. I know he had a crazy 2019, and a lot of people called him a fluke in 2020 because he really struggled at the plate. But I don't think the Yankees are going to give up on him just yet. And if Brett Gardner's back on the team in 2021, I don't really see any room for Tauchman to get any at-bats, especially if the team is at full health. Also, to be honest, looking at the current free agents that the Yankees have, James Paxton, Masahiro Tanaka, DJ LeMahieu, and Brett Gardner, I would say Brett Gardner would be the most insignificant out of all those guys. I mean, Brett Gardner and James Paxton have the potential to shore up a rotation that has a lot of question marks, and we already know how important DJ LeMahieu is to this team. So I think it is very fair to say that Brett Gardner is at the bottom of the Yankees' agenda right now, which is probably why we haven't heard much about him. And while if the Yankees did re-sign him, it definitely would be for less than $10 million, I definitely think the Yankees could use that money to shore up some parts of their team that they could use some more help on, like their bullpen, rotation, or even some better depth for their bench. We've already heard this offseason that the Yankees don't have as much money as they usually do due to the lack of fans in the stands last season. So I think that they're going to be much more cautious with their money, and I don't see them giving Brett Gardner a large contract. And if another team decides to do so, I could definitely see him heading elsewhere. I really do think that when things are all said and done, Brett Gardner will re-sign with the Yankees, probably on like a 1-year, $5 million contract to return with the Yankees and retire as a Yankee next season. I think his role will be as a bench bat behind Clint Frazier and kind of fill in anywhere in the outfield where needed in case there's injuries. And to be honest, there's no doubt that in the grand scheme of things, Gardner has been a solid Yankee, and he had a very nice career. However, unfortunately, age has caught up with the veteran, and with that, his production has decreased as well. I think it is best for the Yankees to move on from Gardner this winter and perhaps start a new chapter in the outfield with Clint Frazier, with Mike Tauchman as his backup, or even another free agent like Michael Brantley, for example. I think he would be a great fit with the Yankees. But I have faith in the Yankees, whatever they decide to do. Let's just say they don't decide to waste their money and re-sign Brett Gardner. I honestly wouldn't shed a tear, and that's no disrespect to Brett. I just think his time is up. Same way I thought Didi's time with the Yankees was up after 2019. I think it is time to move on, but obviously the Yankees have the final call on this one. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about whether or not the Yankees should re-sign Brett Gardner. You already know my opinion, so I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for all of our upcoming videos. We live stream about 3 to 4 times a week, so stay tuned for that. And appreciate all you guys. Have a good day, everyone.